2K Sports for a Friday. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Darius Garland, and it's Tate in at the power forward position. Garland with the ball. The three sinks the tray.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Checking in for the other team, number 8, Carlos Delgado.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Aldridge, and then Aldridge with the dunk.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Drops in the three. He's got 6.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. He's covered by Jerome. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've come out strong. 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Jay. Jerome, a screen on Garland. Jay, and the three-pointer goes.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Timeout. The home team calls timeout. Here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Darius Garland, 3rd.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Jerebko. Kicks it out to Aldridge. Snead passes to Garland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And it's tied up with that one. Gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Pass to Tadlock. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Back to Jordan. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 16.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
To the wing on the left. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Off target with the three. Got 7 of 8 in the basket. And slam dunk by James.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Pass to Jordan. The three is up. Fires in the triple. He's got 19.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Tadlock. James, a screen on Garland. 4 on the clock. Tadlock misses.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking along. And we'll be back with you shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got James, and it's Hamilton in at the point guard position. They've got James, and it's Snead in at the small forward position. They've got James, and it's Tadlock in at the 2. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And he gets the bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Here's Alexander. They need this. And the shot goes down. Gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. It's James on the wing. Pass to Tadlock. Back to James. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Robert's shot is off. Gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Tadlock with the bucket. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room that can rally a franchise.
Gotten off to a sensational 5 for 5 start in the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Throws it up high. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over on Sunday. Then on Wednesday. So both teams changing it up here. A minute 58 left in the second quarter. The home team calls timeout.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Gabriel passes to Jay. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Jay's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Oh, got that one up quick.
An equally gifted scorer and passer, Garland, unselfishness, it just keeps the defense on its toes.
They get the rebound. That shot off the mark.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
2 points. That one goes. He's got 24.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hamilton. Over to the left wing. Jay, the pass to Adams. Shot clock at 5. And the step-back jumper is good. Adams has got his first points of the game.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the home team.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. They've got Darius Garland, and it's Bates Diop in at the center position, locking down the middle. Sends it home from three-point land. That's 29 for him.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Here's Sean Charles from beyond the arc, and then some.
Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
Outside Garland. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
And he just driving the stake in there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Shots blocked. Pass to Jay. It's stolen. Driving in. Outside Garland. He's got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. Ahead. Here's Aldridge. And they recover it. Jay, the pass to Jerome. Yep, that one's good. Jerome's got 4 points this quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Darius Garland is second.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. H.D. out. Passes to Garland. Bates Diop, the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Snead. Ooh, poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Jerome. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
He gets it in there.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Gabriel's got 6 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. James is checked in for Gabriel. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. Oh, there's the alley. And slam dunk by James.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. James against Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Right over the D. 37 points for him.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Such a wide open look. That's 7 points for Jay. Gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Tries the spin move, and the shot is good by Garland.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
James deciding where to go with it. There's a screen from deep three-point land. Here's Jay. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Big-time shot. They have to feel great going into the fourth.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. They've got James. And it's Tadlock in at shooting guard. Here's Murray Boyles. Back to Garland. Pass to James. Over Aldridge. Shot's good by James. James has gotten his first bucket of the night.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, here is James. Back to Garland. Shot from the top of the key. And down it goes. 2 points.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
To the left wing. All sorts of time. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Outside the arc, nails it from 3.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Here's Jerome. Here's Jay. Puts up the tray. He's locked in. Dreams his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. The shot's good on the assist by James. Jay's got 6 in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Adams. Over James. Adams, shot's good.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Ryan. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Jay. Launches it, and Adams is good for 3.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right wing from deep, Jordan. James with the rebound.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching, and time to present our player of the game.
designer, he want my he call out the like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no I'm rocking out Gucci like ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid. The owe me, the knew me like look, ayy. Yeah, look, ayy, yeah. Name another with a flow like this. Can't nobody do the go like this. With a glow like this. And a like this. Can't nobody drop it low like this. Get dough like this. 10 toes like this. Hit him with the finger roll like this. Can I roll right quick? Can I blow right quick? Now you know you had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take them to the hotel. Oh well. Throw it on my kitchen like Odell. So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel. Double L, AC. With the rock, no Jay-Z. You ain't talking money and pay me. Now you wanna F on maybe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my call out the like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no rocking out Gucci like ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me don't the knew me like ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, 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 yeah. 3, 2, 1, let me take off, sis. You want me go like it's take off, sis. Let me bake off, sis. Get your cake off, sis. Tell me what they wanna take off, this. Challenger, who in my caliber? I take a and I like Hannibal. Got your camera. I like with stamina. Goku, my go-to, I go to whenever I go through. I like they know you ain't loyal. You come through this, so rap like some for you. Tired, they acting like we ain't the truth. But we spitting like this in the booth. Spool, pull up and hop at the coupe. Pull up and hop at the coupe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my he call out the like Lou, ayy. Goofies ain't getting no I'm rocking out Gucci like ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me, the knew me like ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, yeah, Lou.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final prep. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now the starting group for the visitors. Adams is out there with Jay, and it's Jerebko in at the center, filling out the middle. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And so Adams nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Jay, right wing. Adams, the bounce pass. Jerome with it. Here's Jerebko. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's Hendricks. 9 points last game out.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the trip.
To the middle. To the inside. Pass to Campbell. Here's Hendricks. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hendricks has got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Jay. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Hendricks. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running in the first quarter.
Good on the triple.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
For the 3, sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, to the left side wing. Now here's Jerebko, guarded by Porter. And here's Valanciunas. Here's Hendricks. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hendricks has got 15 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Jerebko for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Three shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second. And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. Gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Adams, the pass to Jerebko. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Hunter. 104 left in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Jerebko. They're outside. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. The shot's good from Jerebko.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Pass to Hendricks. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Hendricks has got 18 points.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Now Jerome puts up a deep 3. And Adams kicks to Jerebko.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
We've got Jean-Charles. Also, James out there. That's Hamilton in at the point. No good from Valanciunas. Pass to Tadlock. Here's the lob to the hoop. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Here's Jean Charles. Still without a basket. It's good from the top of the key. Gone 0-2 from deep in the second.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Spalding. No scoring in this one. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot three at the line.
Three shots. 3 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. And he nails the third. It's got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Goes up on the wing, and he nails the jumper.
You know what? That's a shot that great players can make.
Pass to Bibbs. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Jerome. Hendricks passes to Spalding. Here's Bibbs. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Porter.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Wasted no time on that one. Adams has got 7 points in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And stolen by Hamilton. Shoots from the baseline, and the shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Bibbs. Over to the wing. Valanciunas with a screen on Jerome. Took him no time at all on that one. Hendricks has got 20.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Adams' shot is good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Hamilton right side. Pass to Tadlock. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
To the right side. Here's Adams. Fires from deep. Tadlock, that's good. Tadlock's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. In the corner, it's Valanciunas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Sean Charles passes to Aldridge. Here's Sean Charles. Campbell defending. Adams in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Right through the D for the layup. Adams has got 11.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Well, the best approach against a bigger defender is to go right into their chest.
And so here's the home team, down by 12. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Campbell with it. Last game he had 13. Clock at 6. To the paint. Will it go? And Smith with the stuff.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
That'll do it for the first half. Up 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the visitors. It's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. They've got Smith. Campbell is out there with Porter. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. They've got James. Adams is out there with Jean Charles. And it's Jerome in at the 4 spot.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
On 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Pass to Hendricks. Offensive rebound. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Spalding, no good. Gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here's Hendricks. It's stolen by Jerebko. Pass to Adams. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Adams has got 13 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
From deep three-point land. And here is Campbell. There's Porter with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
What a great combination. Deep range and a green light.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, James. No one near as Jerome lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, he had a strong showing last season, and he ranked 2nd overall in rebounding. Just a tremendous presence on the interior.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Spalding, the pass to Campbell. Here's Hendricks. Launches it. They get it back. Smith, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort effort has to be there first.
Porter passes to Campbell. Here's Hendricks, defended by Jerebko. Pass to Spalding. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got his first bucket in this one.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
On a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And Jerebko kicks to James. And Jean-Charles gets it to go.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Hendricks. Now Campbell to the wing right side. Now Porter. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 13.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Jerebko. Drills the elbow jumper.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Pass to Hendricks. Connects from three-point range. Hendricks has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
That bucket in no time at all.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Now Campbell. Smith with a screen on James. 1 second left. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Leading by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Mr. Clutch, and it's Ajinça in at the shooting guard position.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Here's Tadlock. Here's Aldridge. Good on the three-point shot. Aldridge has got his first 3 points of the game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Pass to Spalding. Now, here's Ajinça. And here's Valanciunas. Pulls up on the wing. It goes straight through with the switch.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession. That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Spalding with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Back to Adams. Pass to Jay. Jerebko, the pass to Jerome. Here's Adams, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Campbell. Fires the three. Gonna go.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And that's going to be a treble. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Smith with a screen on Jerome. Three, good.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Jerebko. The response triple. Answers back.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
Campbell up top. From deep. He drills the three.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Gotten in the groove from three-point range there. 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Now Adams. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. It's in there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's Ajinça.
At the line for two, Ajinça.
It's the first, and that turns the lead to 6. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
2-point game. No good there.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jerome with the steal. Here's Adams. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
13 years old with a shoot box stash. Yeah, I'm always up to something